Hi, hello, hi. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz and I'm so happy to have you here with me today. So today we are going to do a full face of mostly new makeup. I still haven't gotten the second part of my shipment from my Sephora haul. So if you watched that video, you've seen a lot of the products we're about to try today, but you know, I didn't get my second order yet. Okay, yeah, so I didn't get the second part of my order yet, which means I didn't get my new eyebrow pencil from Milk or my Too Faced liquid eyeshadow. So I don't have I don't have the most new things to use for that, but I do have things that I've gotten within the last 6 weeks. So newer for my eyes and eyebrows, but everything else, oh, and I don't have a new highlight, but I didn't even buy a new highlighter during this Sephora sale, so I'm kind of proud of myself to be honest. But I also have a newer highlighter that I've gotten within the last month, so still new, still good. What is in my hair? Glitter. Okay. So anyway, let's jump right into this. So this wasn't from my spring sale haul, but I did get this in the most recent Trend Mood box. This is the First Aid Beauty Weightless Liquid Mineral Sunscreen. So I'm going to use this today because we are going to be outside for a while today because we're going on on a social distance picnic with my family. So we're going to just basically sit outside and eat food far away from each other. So this is what it looks like. It's tinted, which I was really interested in when I did my unboxing. And I haven't used it yet because we live in Michigan, and so the amount of time I get to spend outside is already very limited. But as of today, it's finally 70 degrees here in Michigan. I'm so happy. There's so much sunshine. I'm so glad we're going to be outside for a while, but that means I need some sun protection. Now that we have that all over, I don't think that the tint, I mean, it doesn't really do anything for your skin, but hopefully it just makes it so that there's not any white cast on your skin, which I don't think my skin looks like it has a cast on it now. It looks pretty much the same. It definitely is a little heavy feeling, so I'm kind of concerned about how this is going to interact with my makeup. That's why I'm always scared of sunscreen, to be honest. I hardly use sunscreen like this, even though I know you're supposed to, because I'm afraid of how it's going to affect my makeup, which is not a good reason, but it's the reason that I have, so just bear with me. I don't know, it just feels a little bit heavy on the skin and greasy. Oh, now I'm nervous. So we're going to use, for the first time, I have not even taken it out of the box again since my haul video, but we're going to use the Tatcha liquid canvas. This packaging, my God, Tatcha does packaging really well. So this is what it looks like. It's that same very pale pinky color that the Silk Canvas Original Balm is. Oh my God, it smells just like it. If you've never smelled the Tatcha Silk Canvas, it has a very unique scent, but unique in that it reminds me of Fruit Loops, which I love and my husband hates, so that's fun. One time I got this Kate Somerville Exfoliate, what was it? Exfoliate moisturizer, and it was supposed to be a resurfacing night cream or whatever, and I had gotten a sample of it and I had to stop using it because he was like, I hate it. He was like, it smells like Fruit Loops and it's disgusting. There's that. He hasn't hated this yet, but also once you put it on your skin, it doesn't smell like anything anymore. Honestly, that was so smooth and enjoyable. I really enjoyed rubbing it into my skin. I think that my skin looks very it looks so smooth and almost like a little filter is on it. I don't know if that's because it's mixed with the sunscreen or not. This is all just first impressions. Who knows how these things are on their own now, but I don't think my skin looked as filtered right here and on my forehead as much as it did after I used the silk canvas. We're going to try this little card sample that I got of the Makeup Forever Undetectable Skin Fusion Foundation. I love these little sample cards. I love trying foundation out of them, even though sometimes they send you some weird shades. This one actually is a nice variety of shades for like deeper skin tones. There's not like the palest colors in here, which is cool. I think we're gonna go ahead and try to use this Y225 shade and just pray that we get a decent color match out of that. That's like the downside. I love these little cards, but the downside of it is like who knows if you're gonna get a color you can even use. Just gonna pick some up on my little Morphe sponge. I'll just scoot you guys in so you can see this a little bit better. We'll just get going. Okay, this is actually a pretty decent color for me. Thank goodness. Hopefully it doesn't oxidize. I feel like that covered up the redness on my skin really well without being like too heavy or like covering too much. Do you know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more on my cheeks just to see how it builds and see if we can get rid of that redness like a little bit. While this is a good color for me, I think that maybe it's a hair too light. Like I wish it was a little bit like warmer maybe on my skin, but luckily that's pretty easy for me to fix with some bronzer. So that's the foundation. I feel like it went on really well. It's not like splotchy. It built up okay. Yeah, so it's supposed to be a second skin finish, which I feel like the finish definitely looks that way. And it's supposed to be medium coverage. And I didn't feel that it built up quite in the way that I maybe was expecting, because I think it's just a medium coverage foundation, and that's what we're getting, which is fine. I think it looks pretty, and I don't mind when like a little bit of my unevenness peeks through, but just like a little more would have been cool. Okay, let's jump to concealer. So again, still in the box, I have the Jouer High Coverage, Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. This is the shade Creme Cafe, and I know this is supposed to be very full coverage, so let's see how that goes. Okay, so right off the bat, I don't think that this is quite as full coverage as I was expecting it to be. I'm actually going to put a little bit more under my eyes. But it's really brightening. Like you can really see the areas that I put it are just very like bright looking now, which I do like. Okay, yeah, I put just a little bit more on under my eyes, and I like how that looks a lot better. It is very, very brightening. Yeah, I don't think that it looks cakey. It actually has a very like luminous, fresh, maybe not luminous, but very, very fresh finish. You can see it's not like dry anywhere where I put it. And to counteract that, we're gonna go in with the Huda Beauty loose setting powder in Pound Cake. I've never used this. I only opened it to smell it for my haul video. The scent is very strong. If you smell any of Huda's products, you know exactly what that scent is. Like that florally scent. I don't know how to describe it. It's not like pure rose to me, but it's not great. I don't love how scented her stuff is, and I know a lot of people don't either, but it just is what it is. Okay, so I picked some up on my Blendiful, and I just kind of puffed it into my skin on the back of my hand just to get it really packed in there and also get any excess off, and we're gonna go right under the eye. It's still very brightening. It really took away any and all of that like luminosity that I was left with, which I guess is what it's supposed to do, but like, oh man. Okay, so then I just took my Blendiful and kept picking up powder and just kind of pressing it into my skin, all over my face, like nothing too heavy. That's like one thing I really like about the Blendiful. That's not what this video is about, of course, but That's one thing I really like about the Blendiful is that you can really control how much powder you're putting on your face. Because if you want a full set, full beat, powdered face, because you know you're going somewhere and you have to look snatched, you can really pack it on. Or you can do a really light dusting and just like lightly press the powder into your skin, not overdo it, but still really set it. And that's why I love this. So back to this powder, the scent is a lot, but now that it's been on my face for probably, I don't know, a full minute, it's not so bad. The scent does dissipate, but when you're doing it, it's a lot. I do think that my skin has a very like velvet looking finish right now. I don't think that it looks dry by any means, but it doesn't have any luminosity. It's just very filtered and velvety looking now. Okay, I'm gonna do my eyebrows quick. I'll just like fast forward this for you guys because I've used this product on camera before, but then you can still see how I do it because I have gotten a little bit better at it. Not like a ton better, but like better. So for my brows, I'm just gonna go in with the Urban Decay Brow Blade in the shade Ginger Snap. It has the little ink pen on one end and the pencil on the other. So I'm just gonna do these quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have my eyebrows on. I'm still not great at using this because it's really easy to just do too much with the pen. And then you get kind of like a dark brow, which is what I have on this side. But you know what? That's okay. No big deal. It's totally fine. Okay, so I think today for my blush and bronzer, I want to try my little Hourglass ones. If you saw my haul of these, you know that I'm a little concerned about this one not being like bronzy enough. I think this blush will be absolutely beautiful, so I'm not worried about that, but I'm a little concerned about this not being bronzy enough. If that's the case, I do have my Fenty Beauty Island Ting bronzer right here, which I also have not used yet. I've not tried it. You can see the emblem in it is still beautiful. So I might have to mix them to get a good color, a nice bronzy color. So we'll see. We will just see. We're just gonna try. So we're gonna go into the Hourglass. This is the Diffused Bronze Light. This is the mini one because I didn't want to buy a big one. And we're gonna use my big Morphe M527 big fluffy blush or brush that I always use. Picked a bunch up, kind of coated it, and we'll see. We'll start on my forehead and we'll just see what happens here. I'm a little nervous. I am afraid it's just gonna be like shiny. Okay, so pretty much nothing happened. Cool. We're gonna try again. You can see it's like a little bronzy, but not very much. You know I'm still filming, right? Nope. Okay, so after I've spent several minutes adding bronzer, blending bronzer, you can see it. It's bronzed. It just took a little bit. It looks really pretty on the skin, and it definitely added back some luminosity, which I really like. I'm gonna go in with this Jeffree Star X Morphe something brush, JS3, and I'm just gonna do this along the sides of my nose. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, I like that. I really like this bronzer now that I was able to build it up and I can like see it. It's very, like, I like the tone of it. I like the effect it gives on the skin. I just need a little bit more bronze, so I think I'm gonna use a little of this. Ooh, I'm gonna do this along my jawline though, because I like that this is a very neutral color. Honestly, the color of it kind of borderline reminds me of my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer, which I really love because I love that it's a neutral tone, but usually when I use that, I go in with a more bronzier shade too. It is really pretty. I'm kind of surprised. I really was nervous. But okay, so I'm just gonna pick up like a little bit of the Fenty, just a little, and just kind of dust it around the outsides of my face just to add a little bit of extra bronze. Yeah, see, that just like kicked up the warmth a little bit, which is what I was looking for. Because I really love to be very bronzed. That looks really pretty on the skin, that combination. Oh my gosh. I just feel like my face has so much more dimension now with like the shine from this one and the warmth and the, honestly, the contour that I got from this one too. Like, I just feel like it's so, I just have shape back to my face. Okay, so let's try the blush. This is the shade Luminous Flush, which I really think that this is going to be just stunning. I have my unknown blush brush that I have literally no idea where it came from. I picked some up. I did pick up quite a bit on the brush. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful, just like warm pink color. Oh my gosh, I love that. It was definitely pigmented, but I don't think that it was at all overly pigmented. I think it went on pretty much exactly how I expected it to. And it added just that little bit of shine right here on the cheeks, which I love. I love when you smile and it's like this. I love that. I think it looks so pretty, like in pictures, and just love it. I think it makes your skin look so like hydrated and plump. Okay, for highlighter, I'm gonna use my Ofra x Samantha March, this collaboration highlighter. This is Start Inspired. It's just such a pretty, like, bright highlighter. Look at that. Doesn't it just look so juicy and luminous now? Beaming. So I definitely put kind of a lot on. But the thing that I like about this highlight in particular is I think that sometimes, you know, you can put a lot of a highlighter on and you get that like metallic look to your skin, but this just looks like, I'm talking about in real life because it's hard with the lights, like with my ring light, to really tell. But in real life, I think a lot of times you can get that where it looks metallic and your skin looks like, I don't know, fake or something. And this one just kind of doesn't really do that, even though I have a ton on. I'm definitely shiny. So for my eyes today, I'm going to use a combination of my Midas Cosmetics X Smoky Glow palette. This is what the inside of it looks like. And my Kaja Bento Box in Orange Blossom. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use like these colors and a little bit of this Jump Cut color. And then I'm gonna go in with probably a little bit of this one and a little bit of this one. And just, we're gonna do a like neutral, leaning orange situation. But I definitely just want kind of like an easy look. I'm not really trying to do the most today. And then I'm gonna put on a pair of these Kiss lashes because these I love these. These are the Kiss Blowout Lashes, the Pixie O2 Blowout Lashes. They look like I got eyelash extensions. Like, they don't look like fake eyelashes. They're not like super long or even particularly thick. They're just very natural looking. I don't know how else to say it. Like, it looks like your eyelashes, but better. Anyway, I'm gonna speed this part up since none of this is really like the newest. I did recently get this, and I relatively recently got this, and I have talked about how much I love it on my channel before. But yeah, we'll just speed through this. so that's the eyes all done. I love them. So what I did was I took this shade Cold Brew and just kind of did it all over as a base, and then I went in with the shade Vote and really just kind of deepened up the outer corner, put it in the crease just to give my eye some shape. And then I went in with this orange shade Jump Cut just to add a little bit of color out here, and along my under eye I did Jump Cut and Vote and just blended those along the bottom lash line. And then I took this middle shade from my Kaja Bento box and put it pretty much all over the lid except this like inner third, I guess. And that's when I went in with the top shade, and I put a tiny bit of the top shade down here. Oh, I need to highlight my inner corner though. I'm just gonna go back in with my Start Inspired highlighter. Nice and bright. Yes. Okay, so let's finish up with the lips and then we'll be all done. So I have this Bite Beauty lip prep thing. It's called the Line and Define Lip Primer. So I got this in the Trend Me box. I've used it once, I think. It's kind of minty. Yeah, it's minty. It's just like a smoothing balm almost to prep your lips for lip product, to keep them nice and hydrated but smooth and soft under the product. I'm not gonna do a liquid lip today, but I wanted to use it anyway. I think I'm gonna go in with, maybe we'll do this Milani All Natural Color Statement Lip Liner. I don't have a new lip liner to use, so we're just gonna do this one. Yeah, that's perfect. I just wanted something in like the warm nude family because I don't have anything new as far as lip color goes, but I do have a new lip gloss that we're going to use now, and that is the Patrick Ta Lip Gloss in the shade She's Expensive. This also is like a vanilla mint scent, so it goes perfectly with that lip primer. Ooh. Ooh, I love that. Wow, I love that. It's very glittery in the tube, right? But it doesn't feel like gritty, glittery at all. Okay, so this is the final look. What do we think? Do we love it? I do. I feel like fresh and pretty and like just bronzed and summery, honestly, which is exactly what I wanted. So I love it. Let's do some final thoughts here. Let's go over everything. This is a little heavy. I'm interested to see how that's going to affect like the wear of my makeup, if it even will at all. Who honestly knows? I don't. So we'll see. I just need to be better about incorporating a sunscreen. I have a ton of sunscreens that I can use and can try, so if I happen to not like this one, I have options. The Tatcha Silk Canvas Liquid Canvas, I liked it as much as I expected to, because I love and live for the Tatcha Silk Canvas, and this was just as like smooth feeling, luxurious feeling, it was just what I wanted it to be, and I'm so happy with it. I'm excited to try it not on top of the sunscreen though, just to see how it feels truly on its own, because once I started rubbing it in, it just mixed with the sunscreen, so then it felt like kind of like the sunscreen, but you could definitely tell it smoothed my skin, so loved that. This foundation, this Makeup Forever Ultra HD Undetectable Skin Fusion Foundation, I really like how it applied. I like that it definitely had that skin-like finish to it. I'm just interested to see how it will wear. It's hard to know, especially with all these other new products that I'm trying, so I also will have to try this on its own. I still have at least one more use in the little sample, so I'll have to seal it up a little so I can try it again. But I really, really liked how it applied, so that's honestly half the battle. Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer. I liked how this applied as well. I'm just a little disappointed that it wasn't as full coverage as I wanted it to be, but it did build up really well and it didn't get cakey even with the powder. So I really, really like that. And I really like how brightening it was. So I'll definitely keep reaching for this. The powder, I liked it. I like that it gave a nice velvety finish to the skin. This is definitely something I would reach for on like a full glam day. Like if we're going anywhere where I need my makeup to stay, this powder really seems like it would get that job done. Just the consistency of it. I feel like if you baked with it, your makeup would never move. My blush and bronzers, I love them. I was really nervous about this bronzer with how light it is, but it ended up being a really beautiful like neutral tone and I love it. I need to try the Fenty on its own, but I think that I'll like it. I like how warm it is because I really like mixing my bronzers. It's a rare day when I use just one bronzer. I almost always use two because I like to use a more neutral one to get some shape and then a warmer one just to blend into the skin for some warmth. So I'm very happy I got both of them basically. This blush was a fantastic shade. I love the like warm pinkiness. I loved that it added like that luminosity right here to my cheek because I love that. I don't think that it added any sort of like texture to my skin. I think my skin still looks really smooth, but if your skin's textured, maybe be careful. Maybe be careful because it is pretty luminous. The highlighter, I already said how much I love it. I used it in another video, so this isn't my first time with it, but I really do love that one. These, nothing new for you guys. I love them both. The two lip products, this, I need to try more with liquid lips. It's not going to really do much for just my lip liner and gloss situation, I don't think, because I really think it's supposed to help your lips stay hydrated with like a liquid lip and also make sure it lasts longer. So this isn't doing anything for me currently, but I like that it makes your lips feel soft and I like that it's kind of minty and fresh. This, I cannot complain. It's not sticky. It almost has like more of an oily consistency, not where it's heavy, but just a nice slip to it where you're not stuck together. Your lips just move very freely. I'm glad I didn't get a tinted one. I really like that this is like a clear pearlescent kind of one. I'm really happy with how my lips look with it. But yeah, so that's it. That is my whole look for the day. You guys let me know what you think about these products down below. Is there anything that you want to try? Like, let me know what you think about them. Have you tried any of these products? Do you actually hate any of these products? Like, let me know. I really want to know just everything about it. So anyway, you guys, I'm so happy. I feel so good putting makeup on and just like trying all these new things. It's just so exciting. Anyway, I am gonna go. We have to go pick up our food to go meet my fam. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you're making it through. I hope you're FaceTiming friends and family and getting all the support that you can get right now. And I hope you're somewhere where it's warm so you can go outside. I know the pain because it's only just now warm in Michigan. So I hope it's getting warm where you are too. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great night, a great day, a great whatever you're doing. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.